We are live. Good evening. Good afternoon, everybody. We are live. And welcome to the live stream, the Dev live stream of Arkheim Realms at War. This is a very special live stream. Normally we do live streams after the start of a new server, but this time we have decided to talk to you a couple of days before we start the next server. For this new server is going to be a very special one, and today we are going to talk a little bit about that, about what is expecting us in the future. And yeah, beginning with S13, which some of you have already noticed is called Alvorsted. We're going to talk a little bit about this, but not only that, we will also have our regular content, our regular traditions, which is the review of the current server S12 and the past server S11, which we will start with. But before I continue, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is Ceres, Andre Rada. I'm also known as Ceres in our community. I'm the communications manager. With me today, as always, is Sami, our community team lead. Hello, Sami, welcome to the live stream.
Hello.
Then we have Dario with us, our game designer.
Hey.
And Holger, our game director. Welcome, everyone.
Hey, welcome. And just a quick question to the community. Is the echo gone? Sorry, that was my fault. Please write in the chat that the echo is gone. And thanks.
Okay.
Perfect, thanks.
All right, perfect. Sorry for that. Let's continue. Before we start talking about S13, let's quickly have a look at S11. The server has recently ended, and we want to congratulate the realm Spartula for winning this server. Let me quickly share my screen with you so we can all have a look at this beautiful ranking. Spartula has eternally ascended after 150 hours and 9 seconds. Candyland is on the second place with an ascension duration of 165 hours in total, and Brazen Bulwark ascended after 195 hours on Island 4. Congratulations, all of them are quite known realms and have appeared several times in our rankings before. Also congratulations for the victory on Island 3, Mordor. Also a known realm, I think. I've seen Mordor quite a few times already in the rankings. Mediata Kingdom from Czech and Slovakia. Congratulations to you guys, and congratulations for Topolinia 3 for being on the first place on Island 1. That was an exciting round, and we also have S12 still raging on. Island 3 currently in the 5th week, if I'm not mistaken, or 4th week, 1, 2, 3, 4, in the 5th week. We have the Wind Rose currently leading on the 3rd island, Hammers of Fate on 2nd place, and ITF also, ITF has won a couple of times previously, so we can expect some exciting fights in the next couple of weeks. Island 4 will unlock in 2 weeks, and we are already excited to see what's going to be happening on Island 4 once it unlocks. Okay, so much to this. Great game so far. And before we continue with the features of S13, which will start, by the way, not earlier than on Thursday this week, at 11 a.m. as usual. But before we get to that, let's have another exciting session of Warlord Clash. We have set up a new pair of warlords for you guys. Some of you have already seen it on Discord, and we are raffling 300 Sapphires to 5 players who guess correctly which warlord is going to win. And for that, I'm handing over to Holger, who is going to share the screen with us and show us this setup. We have today...
Yeah, we have today on the left side Coron, the Elven one, with the poison damage, 2% poison damage, stacked with Sky Piercers artillery, with a bonus against infantry, as well the Ents with bonus against cavalry and being infantry itself, and the other artillery units, the Sail Stingers, with with bonus against cavalry. And versus Dark, Dwarven one, with reduced damage basically. Crater Maker with nice bonus against elves, matching of course against them, and the Supreme Equalizer as artillery unit with bonus against cavalry, which is in this case not as helpful, but still a very strong unit. And we have the Sonderjaw 100% artillery versus artillery unit, which gives a nice bonus against it and being cavalry. While having a lot of more poison items on the Elven side, so 93% chance of poison, stacking to kill each 2% basically. Some more infantry strengths to boost the Ents basically. A nice resurrection item again, and here some more artillery strengths. Seems to be the Dwarven has this time no items, and now the question is, who will win? What do you think?
This is an interesting setup. Go ahead, Dario, sorry.
Yeah, I think Derek will win because he fights monk style, and that's quite cool.
Any bet from Sami's side?
Yeah, I agree. I feel so. I don't know. For Darak, my heart goes for Darak, fighting all nude.
We have
one thing maybe from my side, of course, Dark with the reduced damage is in general quite good, but of course the poison is also quite good against that, because it's percentage based each round, and if we are going one round longer, then also the poison may tick one more time. So yeah, will be definitely interesting. And it's double poison basically here. Yep.
Yeah, and to clarify on the poison, Koron has the poison skill and the poison weapon, so there is a high chance that he procs actually twice per round. Is that right? So basically, after a couple of rounds, we can have Darak full of poison marks, dealing severe damage to Darak. I know who will win, but I tell that just based on this setup that we have here, I would have voted for Darak without saying that Darak is going to win. No, this would have been my bet. But yeah, let's see. Is anyone still? Do we still need some time for the players to leave their votes, or can we start with the fight?
We may still be getting some answers.
Yeah. Since you all go for Dark, I would go for the Elven one. Basically, I like just poison damage, to be honest. And if it's losing, then we probably should stack a little bit more defense items to it, that he lives a little bit longer and makes the damage to it. Poison is quite a nice skill, especially if you're not running around with the most expensive units, I would say, having quite some benefits if you're going with some cheaper units into a fight and using the poison to kill especially expensive units. Yeah.
Just a fun little fact, isn't Koron based on your face, Olga?
Who knows?
Who knows? There's something similar in the eyes.
You think
There's
so?
some rumors. There's some rumors that some warlords were drawn based on the team members' faces. So maybe some of you guys will find some Easter eggs in the coming days.
Okay.
All right, let's start the battle. I think we have all the participants now.
All right,
Yeah,
then.
so let's
Let's
start.
go.
Move. No poison will. Oh. If you would
Ouch.
live one hit more, I think the poison would have done the job, but wasn't enough.
Congratulations to everyone who voted for Newt Derek, because he's the one who won this round. And Sami will be in touch with you guys, and 5 of you guys. I don't know how many participants we had here, but 5 of you will be raffled or drawn, and 300 Sapphires will go your way on S12 or S13. You can decide where you want to have the Sapphires. All right, so much to this. Thanks for attending another exciting round of Warlord Clash. And now we are going to speak a little bit about the new server S13. And we want to start not with server content, but with something else, something difficult, something different, beautiful, artistic, which is going to be a new video that each of you will see when starting S13. And this new video will represent a little bit, or show a little bit to our new players, specifically to our new players, what this game is about, and summarize in a few words what you have to do in order to win this game. And yeah, I invite you to have a look all together and give us some feedback on that video. Holger?
Yeah, I think without further ado, I just show the video, so lean back and watch this show and give us some feedback afterwards, maybe in the chat. Have fun!
You were able to successfully pass the ancient Ascension Gate, vanishing from the surface of Arkheim's first island, only to reappear on a floating island of untapped riches. Now your adventure begins. To conquer Arkheim, your realm must expand its territories to exploit new resources. But beware, you will meet other realms intent upon their own conquest of Arkheim. Prepare to defend your territory and attack others over the coming weeks. Expect conflict, battles, and war. Your goal is to gather enough arcane orbs to ascend higher by the next phase of Arkheim's moons. You can only achieve victory by working together with your brothers and sisters in arms. Now, go forth and conquer Arkheim!
So, I hope you enjoyed a little bit the show. With this video we want to guide a little bit our new players about the goal, what is they need to do in the in Arkheim, and that they really need to work together as a team and cooperate together to ascend to the higher islands. I hope you liked it, and leave us some comments about it.
All right. Yeah. And the next point would be to talk about S13 itself, and basically all the servers which will come after S13. And I will yeah, I will leave it. We'll leave it to Dario and Holger also to explain us, to talk a little bit about that, and to tell us maybe briefly what exactly will be different as of S13 and why is it now called Alvorsted.
Yeah, basically, as you may also guessed for that there is now a name. We also introduced here a new video for new players. That's because we want to get more players into Arkheim. I think that's something you really also want to have, more enemies to fight. That's why we will make the Arkheim globally available now with the start with Alvorsted on Thursday. So currently we are still in the early access phase in Google Play Store and also some limited in some of the other countries in iOS. So starting from Thursday, everyone can get Arkheim without any more hiccups and searching in special places basically, and everyone should just be able to get Arkheim. And we will also do some more marketing that we get more users into it and hopefully extend the player base, grow the player base in the future.
Not only getting the game, but also rating it. That's also open.
And yeah, you can do us a favor, give us as soon the Play Store is released. Give us a rating. Currently, all your ratings are going into a test category. That is unfortunate, but if you like the game, starting from Thursday, please rate us in the stores to give us a small push, basically. Would be nice if you like it. Just by the way, if you like also this kind of streams, you can also use the red button for abonnement of it and don't miss the next one, basically. Just small hint. Yeah. Okay.
Right. There's going to be also another live stream right after the start of or not right after the start, but 1 week after the start of S13, 1 week after Alvorsted, we are going to have another community live stream with our new members, new players on S13, and of course with the veterans. And we are going to, of course, have another Warlord Clash sessions, but we will also raffle some other very special prizes that we have not raffled before. And talking about special prizes, we are not talking about sapphires here. We're not talking about items here. We are talking about physical Arkheim merchandise. And maybe if we have it here, maybe we can show it to the people.
Yeah, we can show it. You're a little bit too early for it.
Oh, sorry for that. I was rushing.
Yeah, of course, we can try to show it. So we have some things produced basically for the global launch. One of it, and yeah, we will do this later at the live stream because I need to switch cameras for that. Just to make it a little more curious. And first of all, I think we are going a little bit to the changes of S13 or Alvorsted, what is new there.
Let's talk about that first then, yeah.
To just create some Spannung, tendency. Yeah, so should we talk about the game first? I think yes, and then we will show these things. So first of all, let's have a look at the new version. Basically, one thing we want to talk especially today is about items. Maybe yes, we should boost also the poisons, but especially in this round you can also find a stronger poison item because we introduced new item tiers. Starting from S30 now, we extended the item tiers from 1 to 3, which was before, to 1 to 5 basically, and matching this also the dungeon stages. Means if you are now in the first dungeon level, you will find tier 1 items like this one, for example, And in the later stages, for example in stage 2, you can find now also tier 2 items. We added also a small hint in which tier the item is. Beforehand we always switched a little bit the graphics, but was causing a little bit confusion that the graphics were always replaced. So it is now always the same graphic, but you will see a marker which tier the item is. I think it makes the life quite easier, and thanks also for the player suggestion in Discord, by the way. That was one of the suggestions also by one of our players. Sorry, don't know the name currently, but yeah, thanks for it. So in each stage you can now find not only the first here starting from stage 3 you can find stage 3 items basically, and especially then in 4 and 5 you also can find stage 4 and later then even stage 5 items, and those have a significant stronger impact than before. There's also a different change basically in the drop. Also, there's a complete change in the drop table, so everything is a little bit different. But one thing Dario want to explain a little bit more in detail regarding the side nodes, I think.
Yeah, it's not no rocket science. It's just from the balancing. The side nodes now provide better chances for getting better items. So rarer items, so to say. So when you click through a side path, items tend to get better and better. And by this, we want to make this decision of progressing through the dungeon and choosing some paths to the side path a little bit more hard, and also provide better items in the dungeon in general. And to make it totally clear, you will always only find the tier of item in a dungeon stage that is equal to the number of the stage. So stage 1 you will only find tier 1 items, 2 you will only find tier 2 items, and so on, with no exception. And also within one dungeon stage there's a higher variety of items, so you can basically find more items already on the first node. That is not so in borders anymore. And of course, the tier 4 and 5 items are all better than what you've seen until now, so they will have higher stats.
Okay, I think that was it what we want to say to items. Another small improvement we made, basically nothing that was not beforehand, just more visualizing. So as soon as you train now units, you will see it is here a little bit different placed, but especially you see also on first level which unit you train basically in your academy, just to have it a little bit more present where you train which unit. And that's also a small suggestion, what I think makes the life a little bit easier.
This was now on the barracks, but you also have it on the academy.
Of course,
so you have it on all 3 unit buildings and the academy.
Exactly. And talking about small things that make the life easier, something that is in fact not new in this version. It is already live, but we never talked about it. It was in one of the last patches already. And I think not too many people know this feature. That's why I wanted to highlight it shortly in this stream. We introduced last version a small hint. If you are going to a tower and want to have the reports of a tower, there's a small button here where you can filter your reports directly for this tower, just as a small hint. If you do know it, this is already live, in fact, in the game. Talking about hints, what you probably also like, because you played the game a little bit more already. We refactored our hint system, the small red things that always was in your way. So we have now always in a window here a hint button. So if you really want to know more about a window, you can click here and then you get the hint, and you can hide it again. It will not pop up automatically anymore. It was a little bit got some feedback that is quite some annoying by players. So I hope we helped you here a little bit.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, Dario?
There, some questions came in.
Oh yeah.
If we will change our approach to upcoming updates and balancing changes, and yeah, if I can answer this. In general, we won't change the approach, so we will develop new features, we will do balancing changes that we think are necessary in order to improve the game. Of course, we will try what we didn't do too much until now is introduce no new content. We did this mainly with units and with warlords, and this is something we want to enhance a little bit in the future, I would say.
Yep. Talking also maybe of another small change you will notice as soon as you play this version. We also looked a little bit on the fighting screen and discovered that we basically have a screen that no one really watches it. That is a start screen, and which we can easily remove. So as soon as you do now a fight, you will be start. No, my wallet is not here. 1 second. As soon as you start a fight, the fight screen will automatically start, and you will not see the preview of the fight anymore, because it was some kind of confusion. People thought they can stop the fight anymore, and it's one unnecessary click more, basically. But, makes the flow way more faster, basically. And you also will see that the RAM window is a little bit freshly designed. Basically all the information is still there. If you want to know your bonuses, you can hover this one, giving you more room for your description and the more important screens here, basically. And yeah. Do we have more questions currently?
We had one other question, if the early access version is ending now, from Manuel.
Yeah, also basically early access phase, we were especially in the early access category of Google Play, where we believe, and in general, as we can say, early access will end basically with release then. But yeah, shouldn't we have too much changes by it? We will still continue to develop the game, and there will be new updates on the long run.
And yeah, hopefully there will be more players on the servers, so that the servers get more populated. That we hope by achieving by opening the app for all languages and countries, for example.
And for leaders, especially of RAMs, in this new RAM window, you find now the RAM settings here and their own button where you can set the language and stuff like that. And here you also can turn on and off the automatic pin system. We created a small automatic pin system that gives you gives players a little bit the hint what they need to do, like clearing a supply and stuff like that. If you are, it's especially for new player ramps, basically, that they have some more guidance. If you are annoyed by it, you can remove it here. But we think it's a generally good idea for the new starter players, basically. Okay, I think that was basically, since the time is running, the new changes of this version, and so.
I think all questions are covered. Do we have any questions from Discord about S13, Sami, or are we good?
Only one question. If we are going to be opening more servers that run simultaneously, that's the only question been asked so far.
To that, we always, for us, it's important that the servers are filled a good amount, and as soon as they are full, we will launch the next server, basically. So we try to, we will make more marketing, and there is the option that more servers will start as soon as they are full, basically, depending on the player's base.
Are there any plans on making a Dutch version? Manuel is asking.
Bring more friends into the game, and then we can do that. Definitely, we will watch the user base of the countries, and if there are more and more of single countries, more translation can be added, for sure, basically. Just maybe to highlight, there is also an invite your friend system in Arkheim already since several versions. So next Thursday is a good moment to try it out.
Indeed. I want to add to the question if we will the question about our approach of the game development after the global release. I also want to add here that we will not just keep developing the game, but also keep developing the game in cooperation with the community, just like we have been doing that in early access. So you will keep seeing concepts from us in dev diaries, in dev discussions, in the live streams, etc., in live conversations on Discord. So this will never change. This is a general philosophy of us that we want to co-create this game together with the players, and this is not just an early access thing. This will always remain, and at this point, big thank you from my side, also in the name of the team, for the community helping us to get where we are now after 12 amazing early access servers and a couple of beta rounds. We are now making this big step, and I think the game wouldn't have been as fantastic as it is now without the help of the community. So big thanks from my side here.
Yeah, there also, especially also a big thank from my side for the in-depth discussion, always from the passionate players on Discord, really shaping also the game design of Arkheim, and giving brutal, honest feedback, basically, to our systems. And now I think it's time to show what you can get as a thank you also in the next servers. That is basically the merchandise, I think, right?
Indeed. Before we show you the merchandise, I want to let you know that every player who ends up being in the winning realm of S13, winning the server, of duels excluded, basically, will win a full package of Arkheim merchandise. So we are giving away 15 packages for the 15 winners of S13 Alvorsted. After S13 has ended, we will basically contact the players who are on the first place of the 4th island And if you're willing to receive those prizes, we will be collecting your physical addresses and send them your way. And yeah, maybe Holger wants to show us the merchandise.
Yeah, so basically each merchandise pack will consist out of, let's start with small to big, basically a small lanyard for keys. I hope you see it now. A mouse pad basically of Arkheim style, and especially also our new t-shirt in Arkheim style basically. And to better transport all this, we pack this basically in a nice bag with the Arkheim logo here, and we can put this basically all in it basically, and then put a post stamp on it and send it to you if you win the server basically. And that's your prize basically.
Not bad.
Now let's go back.
Not bad indeed. All right, good luck to everyone on S13. And before we conclude the live stream, I want to announce two small changes, and one small change that we recently had in the community, which is in our forum. We want to encourage our community to continue the conversation, or to have the conversations with us and with other fellow players on our Discord server. The forum has not been used very often lately for conversations, but it has been used a lot as a knowledge base for information. We will keep using it as a knowledge base for information, where we will keep posting dev diaries and Hall of Wisdom articles describing the different game mechanics. We will keep launching forum events, but we encourage to have conversations and discussions on our Discord server. So we basically closed the discussion sections, but we still encourage you to use the forum to post your tutorials and guides for other players, for new players who arrive in Arkheim. They will, players who will need guides of this kind, we invite you to use the forum to create those in the guide section. And I think that's it. Do we have any other comments or questions from Discord to address?
Well, one interesting comment was, since all the early access and closed beta players who have won the round, they have been getting these special winner roles, and if you won 3 rounds so far, you got the role of triple threat. S12 server is going to be the last chance to get this triple threat role, but that's really not an issue, because the winners of Alvorsted S13 are going to get a special role as well, on top of the awesome package of merchandise.
Right. You will get a special title for winning Alvorsted as well. That's another incentive for you to fight hard on S13. And yeah, after that, as mentioned before, we will reach out to you and give you the rewards that you deserve for the victory on Alvorsted. Indeed. All right. And with that, I think we can conclude our live stream. Tune in again next week when we will make another community live stream, raffle some of the merchandise that we have presented here.
5 packages.
5 packages of merchandise, not 5 items, but if you win a merchandise pack, you will all of the merchandise, they will all be shipped your way. So don't miss out on that. And also we will introduce a new member of the Elders Council next time. We are not saying yet who this is going to be, but yeah, if you want to find out, be there next week, and don't miss it. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss it, and enjoy the rest of the wars enjoy the rest of the round on S12. And we wish you all the best of luck on Alvorsted S13. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for
very
joining.
much.
Thank you.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Goodbye.